Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade. It has certainly been a while since we have last had a video on this channel, but with the news that has been announced today, I thought it was about time that we dived into a battle and had a little bit of a chat. So I'm sure you've probably already read it, but it has been announced that MyGames is going to stop being the publisher for Conqueror's Blade. And essentially Booming Tech, along with their publisher, are going to be taking over running it in the West, so that's Europe, North America and the CIS regions, and they're going to be basically running it directly. Now, I think with kind of the server stability problems we've had, a lot of the problems we've had with territory wars, and frankly a whole host of other issues, I think for most players they're not going to be disappointed by this decision. And frankly, to be honest, I think for the long-term benefit of Conqueror's Blade, I think it probably is the right decision, and I'm also glad that it's going to be happening. I think the only thing I would say is that over the many years I've created content for this game, and the thousands of videos, I've got to work with some of the actual people at MyGames, people like, Caden, way back in the start, for those of you who have been around long enough to remember him. Also had Drew, Mute, Katie Peridot, and a whole host of other people who have actually really worked hard for this game within the confines of what they're actually able to do. But still, ultimately, it is going to be changing a lot, and it's going to be changing a little bit the direction of Conqueror's Blade. So, what is going to be happening? So, essentially, by June the 4th, you're going to be fully transferred over to the Booming Tech servers. But you are going to actually be able to start the transfer before that. I'll put links in the comments in the description box down below where you can find the links to the relevant websites. And also I'd recommend you join the Booming Discord, because that is going to end up being the main Discord now for Conqueror's Blade. I'll also put a link for that down in the description and comments below. And then we're also going to find that some of the differences between the two games, some of the voiceovers, the localization, unit names, that sort of thing, are going to start to align as time goes on. It's not necessarily just going to be this hard cut off. You'll find that some changes occur. But I guess the main thing to reiterate is that all the items on your account are completely safe. Everything you've unlocked, your hero level, the random doctrines you've got from 4 years ago that you're never going to use, all that completely fine. It's all going to be transferred over with you onto the Booming servers. And perhaps the other obvious question is, how is this actually going to benefit or change the game? Well, I think for one, we're actually going to get Booming servers. I think it's kind of been a problem realistically since day one, is that the server tech has never quite been the same as the tech that the game was built on. I think there's a lot of back and forth between whether the tick rates and all this and etc, and I'm not going to go into that or get stuck into that because I don't really understand it. But essentially, I think we should be hopefully, if I could even speak, hopefully be able to have a slightly smoother experience. We're also going to have sort of a much more unified experience. There's going to be one team, one publisher. We should hopefully get smoother territory wars. We should hopefully be able to have things like unified Conqueror's Blade League, the CBL events. So rather than having just a Western CBL event and an Asian CBL event, we should hopefully be able to have these much larger combined global events, which will actually honestly be really cool to watch. So anyway, a new era for Conqueror's Blade. Certainly going to be something a little bit different. As I said, make sure to join the new Discord. I'll put the link to that in the comments down below, and look out for any more announcements kind of as this develops. But essentially, you're going to be transferring your account data over to Booming. As for myself, the least interesting part of this to last, I am thinking about maybe trying to get back into Conqueror's Blade a little bit more. It's been nice to have a month or two off. I have been producing videos on this game for 4 or 5 years now, so I definitely needed a bit of a break. But it does kind of feel fun. The few battles that I had as I was basically recording for this video, I must admit I did kind of enjoy myself, and the slight urge to play again is coming back. So you may see me kicking around a little bit more. But anyway, that's pretty much all from me. Do let me know what you think about this in the comments. I would be really interested to hear the general opinion from the community. Are you looking forward to this change? And yeah, I shall see you guys all on the next video.